What's poppin', YouTube? Coming at y'all with a deck profile. I'm sorry I didn't put any more updates for the Philadelphia Regional. I did a bit bad. It was just due to my opponents drawing what they had to draw and me not drawing what I needed to draw. It's not the consistency of my deck. It was just fate. I don't know, whatever. Losing dice rolls loses games, I guess. And all my opponents, set up before I could do anything. But it happens. But like I went to my locals and I topped second place. I would have got first, but tiebreakers were horrible. So yeah. This is the deck profile. Hopefully I enjoy. Thanks for my recent subscribers, and share the video so that other people can see me. And the more people I get, the more anxious I am to do videos and the more views I get. Here you go. 2 rescue rabbits, it's standard. It's nothing crazy. I do tech maybe 2 cards. You got the 3 guavas. You have to, like, people running mermills and insectors and stuff like that. It's so good, because then you can just beat over it and get your Logia real quick. Tour guide engine. I run Night Assailant because it's good to set him. He's a good defense. You can blow up a monster. Of course, unless they're running like Dolka or whatever, then it sucks. Got 2 Thunder Kings. Thunder King is really good. If you don't draw your tour guide or your rabbit, here you go. Summon Thunder King and 4 back rows, and yeah, your opponent's like, what the hell? And against wind up and people who search, yeah, pretty good. And he's 19, Then I got the the Spirit Reaper. With Spirit Reaper, you just go in, like, you summon him. If they gotta have some type of response, because they don't want to minus. They'll deprison this, they'll warning this, so they'll torrential it. They'll failure, and everything's good, because if they use it on him, they won't use it on my tour guide, they won't use it on my rabbit. And I've gone in a couple times attacking with this guy, just dropping whatever card they had. It's pretty awesome. That's for the monsters. Now for the spells. 3 lands. This protects my monsters. With Guava, it makes every monster like beatable over, or I don't know if that's a word, but you can beat over them basically. There's many times where I summon my Thunder King and they try to bottomless. I activate lands, just because, like, if they try to bottomless my Thunder King when they know they can save their bottomless from my rabbit, or they don't know what I'm playing, but if they know what I'm playing and they bottomless my Thunder King, I lance it, because 9 times out of 10 they need that Thunder King to get out so that they can exceed or add cards to their hand with Pot of Duality or something like that. So Lance is a pretty freaking good card. And my Dolka and my Logia, they're pretty weak, so with this, it makes them a little bit stronger than whatever monster they bring out. Back row destruction, MSTs, Heavy Storm, staples, and then I play Book of Moon. It makes anything, less than Logia or Dolka, I can beat over them. Or Guava, I can flip down their monster and then attack over it. And this is 1 tech card. A lot of people have been teching this, but this is good in this deck just because Logia and Dolka, they're weak, so you need something to kill off their big monsters. And the 1,000 gain is nothing, because you have so many monsters, and once you make your exceed, it's easy for you to just go over. It's easy for you to just attack their life or whatever. That was the spells. Now for the traps. This is macro rabbits. So 2 macro Cosmo main. I wouldn't, like, some people side deck it instead of main it, but I like maining it because if you play against the matchups that this hurts them, it's real detrimental. Like Dark Worlds, the water deck, they can't do shit if you put this and Thunder King out. Like, they can't do anything at all. So this is freaking awesome. Then I have destruction for monsters. I got the Solemn Brigade. Oh shit, that's not the Solemn Brigade. I don't main deck Veilers, so I have Fiendish Chains. Fiendish Chains are my Veilers, and they're really good. Set down, and okay, and you set it and you summon your Doka or Lagia, negate their effects. Sometimes I even go as far as setting this, bringing out Doka still, because I'll have like a Starlight Road down or Solemn, just in case they're gonna like warning. I mean, just in case they're gonna like blow up my back row or blow up my monster. So then they're like, oh, Doka, two effects that he has to negate. So I'll just negate the first effect with this, and then they're like, oh, okay, I guess I have to try a little harder, you know. So that's why I have that in there. 2 Compulse. It gets rid of Zen mains, puts back any of my monsters, like if they Veiler my tour guide, they Veiler my rabbit, I can just put it back to my hand and, you know, keep going on my merry way. And it's just really good. Like, when your opponent thinks he's going to set that Reaper, I'll do end phase, Compulse, and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. And I've done Compulse, then summon this so many times, it's just too good. 2 Deep Prisons. Deep Prison is really good, especially when you have your Lagi and Doka down. When your opponent thinks that they're just going to attack over your monster, bam, you have this set and they just, it's whatever, you know. You set it and you Deep Prison whatever you want. You have the option. It's really good. Mirror Force is just, I mean, if you play against windups or anybody who's going to bring out more than 2 monsters, I have done it on 1 monster before, because you have to sometimes if you don't draw your monsters, but I mean, look at all that. There's a lot of monsters in here. This is, you know, Starlight Road. I mean, look at all them back rows. You got a shit ton of back rows. So, Starlight Road, good. And I tech Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted is really good because you just summon your rabbit. If it gets warning, and then you just say, oh shit, that sucks. And then it's almost like reborning right after you get warning. But this is, you know, I just summon it, bam, remove it, and then, you know, and then go off. Because they're just like, shit, I just did that for nothing. That, or I can set my Wava, leave them there, and then, you know, they attack it, bring it back. Or I can mind control their level 4, bring back, exceed. You know, I can do all them plays. So that's it for the deck. The deck is 44. I like 44 because it lets me, it makes it a bit more consistent so that I don't draw the vanilla monsters, you know. Then I have the 3 Veilers from my side deck. This is my side deck. 3 Veilers. Second game, if I go second, I want to get this to my hand, you know, so I could stop their effects. And then third game, if I go first, I want to side out 2 of these and bring back my Fiendish Chain so that I can sit on something. Instead of this, they'll just Veiler them, you know, and then I'm just like, well, I already set up, so Veiler, and then they can still use their monsters somehow. It kind of sucks. So that's why I have 3. 1 Spirit Reaper, 2 Spirit Reapers go to work. You set this guy, you summon him, they waste resources on him, and then you can go off with your other stuff. 1 more Thunder King, because it's Thunder King. It's really good. You sit on him, and they gotta use resources to get rid of him, and then you can bring out your other beaters. 1 Snowman Eater. It's good main, but I like siding it just in case when I play mirror match, or if I'm playing wind ups, you know, and they try to flip with the butterfly, I'll blow up a monster or sit on them, and he got a big butt, so it's almost like a Thunder King. Yeah, so he's good. This is Gorus. I play Gorus, so whenever I take out my macros, this can go into, you know, it could go and do some work, and my opponent probably won't expect that. Morphin Jar number 2. I do not have max season here because there's no need for it. I don't want to draw into none of my vanillas. So if I'm playing against windup, I set this, bam. You know, they attack into this. What this does is, let me see if it can focus. Just so y'all can read it. I don't want to read it. Y'all should probably all know what this does. So yeah, that's what it does. Y'all can pause it and see. But yeah, basically I set it, and against my opponent, why does it look so blurry? Sorry for the blurriness. I wasn't noticing. And you know, my opponent attacks into them, and they're kind of mad. One mind control for the mirror match. MST for back row heavy monsters. Back row heavy decks. And like I said, this is boss. No Mina cross out for Gears or mirror match or dragons. You know, they said a lot of stuff. Regardless of what they say, I can still remove it. A third macros for those decks like Mermels that need the grave Dark Worlds. I gotta get to it real fast. One Dust Tornado, you know, so I can really make sure that my stuff goes through if they're back row heavy or if they're running Royal Decrees. And talking about Royal Decrees, I side in 2 Royal Decrees. This mainly because I don't want to play like Final Countdown or freaking Burn and lose. I don't want to. I have Logia, yeah, it could negate 1 thing, not multiples. So this right here goes into work, and if I'm playing a mirror match, I will go as far as bringing in every single monster, all these monsters that I have in here, and dropping out some traps just to play this, and then it's down to whoever draws the monster, the combo. But yeah, that's the deck. Let me go into the, this is just basic. Sorry I made it so long. I just talk too much. I play 2 and 2. Maestro for Gueva is pretty good. Or Novelman combo, that's good. Gaga for the last minute burn that I've done so many times, or to get over some monsters. Utopia, Shockmasters. Then for the 3, you play this guy for Zenmain. This is Zenmain killer basically. This guy too, and a Stardust for Starlight Road. And if you want to take out any card, this is a really good card to put in. So that's the deck profile. Hopefully you enjoyed. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the recent subscribers. Hopefully, don't unsubscribe to me when I don't put videos. I've been trying to, but I just run into some difficulties. But hope you enjoy. Peace.